Hi, Tim here from World of Sleuths. I'm here with another reading update. Sorry about the lighting, just that I've been having another one of my headaches, so I need one of my migraines, so I needed it to be a little darker in here right now, but you'll be able to see the books. They show better because I take pictures of them when there was a little more light in here, and I'll put them over here where you'll be able to see them. I'm doing this because I have completed two more challenges today. You remember back on Monday I had completed the historical challenge with when I completed the Innocence of Father Brown. Well, today I completed first of all, or yesterday I completed the Killing Red, which is the which completed the shelf challenge. That book, this book I just about DNF'd in the prologue because it was talked about. This takes place in the Chicago area, mainly in the Chicago suburbs, but the book does go in Chicago. It's in the city of Chicago too, but it centers around a guy that was a serial killer of children, and and that's what the prologue is portraying, him trying to kill a girl, and she escapes. And but most of the book takes place 16 years later, or he's on death row. It's just days before his execution, and Alex Chapa is a columnist for a newspaper that 16 years ago, he was the only reporter there when he was captured. When he was captured, he was only newspaper reporter there, or any reporter at all that was there when he was captured, and that was one that got him and he got him claims and got him to, and that's how he got to being working for the second large newspaper in the Chicago area. He was before that he was working for a small newspaper in the Chicago area, and the serial killer wanted him to tell this true story, and he was telling Alex about how there's a disciple of his, as he told him, that's been going across the nation killing children the same way he did, and just before he dies, he's going to be killing this girl that's now in her 20s. He's going to be killing her just before he dies. So Alex is going around trying to find her in the story, and he also lets his old college roommate know, who's now a special agent for the FBI in the Chicago office. He informs him about it, and it just follows all that along. Yep, and yes, it's a thriller. So, and I give it a four stars. You've linked to my review down below. Then today, I finished the book for my borrow. That's The Professionals by Owen Log Cannon. This one is about 4 people that when the 4 college friends, and when they graduate, they can't find jobs, and they decide to take up a life of crime, and 2 years later it's still going good, where they're going from city to city. They're kidnapping wealthy people and asking for smaller ransoms, and everything's going good. That they're doing it without getting police involved until up in the Minneapolis area everything changes, and then in Detroit even more. And this book follows him from there, and I gave that one a 4 stars also, and I'll leave a link to my review to that also down below. Earlier, also put back on my current reads back on. First, I told you that I was still reading Saving Faith by David Baldacci. I had started it last month, and I hadn't finished it yet. I finished that like Tuesday or Wednesday, and that was a 5-star read for me. I can leave a link for that down below. That is like a mystery or thriller, and I'll leave a link for that also. It's not part of March Mystery Madness, but it is a good book. I wanted to finish it. It was a carryover into the month, and I'm surprised I managed to get both those other 2 books done this week. Also, I'm reading more than it looks like I'll get a lot more done than I normally get done in a month. This month, I usually get around 5 books read in a month. I've already gotten 3 done. And it's only the 10th today, so I'll probably be getting almost closer to 10 and 11 done, if not 12. And what Saving Faith's about is, well, I told you about it before. I'll just leave the link to my review for that. Like I said, I gave it 5 stars. And like I said, that was part of my March Mystery Madness reads. Now, I'm starting to read the Neruda case. That's my foreign. That's a book I'm reading for my foreign. That's the one that I'm reading for the foreign prompt. Like I said, I got the historical, the shelf, and the borrowed read now. Now this one's the one I'm reading, starting to read to satisfy the foreign. This is a translated work. It was written in Spanish. That the author is Ram Cheli, and the book takes place in Chile, Cuba, and East Berlin. It takes place back in the 70s. And it's a mystery. That's about all I know about it. And then then the one for new that I'm, uh, which I'm starting, is The Other Side of Goodbye by Ben Follows, which I don't really know anything about. It was originally published though back in January, and I know it's the first in a mystery series. And it's one that, if you saw my video that I did about getting mystery ebooks for free, that's what I got for free for the Kindle last month, a new one, and so that's how I got this one. And finally, the one that I'm doing for Opposite is Cold Cold Heart by Tammy Hogue. It's a psychological thriller, which I rarely read psychological thrillers. I mainly read like crime thrillers or military thrillers or techno thrillers. I'll even read some political or legal thrillers, but psychological thrillers I usually stay away from. But this time around, I decided to, for Opposite, I decided to read that. And also, this is written by a female with a female protagonist. I usually read books written by males with male protagonists. So I felt this was a good one for an Opposite for me, and I'm starting it now too. So that's all the books I've read and what I'm starting to read. So I'm halfway through with that. With the goals I set on my TBR. Like I said, I have half the prompts met, and when I get close to finishing these three, I'll probably do make a bonus TBR showing some more books I'll read to finish off the month. So until next time, take it easy and keep on reading.